Hello, everyone, and welcome to my channel. Welcome to this Friday preparation for the Sabbath. Where basically I surrender something that's been getting on my nerves, something that I've been really struggling with for a really long time, and something that I just really want to be. I'm trying to find a light spot. Something that I just really want to be done with. So basically, on this Friday preparation set for the Sabbath, I want to surrender the desire, the will, the mind, the mindset to fit in. My name is Sheila Rollins, and I am the founder of H.U.L.A Ministries Entertainment and Associates Inc. And on this YouTube, we are Overcomers Anonymous, where we support anyone desiring to overcome anything. And we do it through what Jesus has done for us on the cross and everything that he's accomplished as our higher power. And so basically, so when I think about like the desire to and the will, to want to fit in, for one thing, to fit in means that I'm no different than anybody else, and I don't really think that God is interested in cheap carbon copies. That, God has caused his people to be peculiar, and to be holy. And so basically, to fit into this world means that, I got to be okay with getting high. I got to be okay with having sex and not being married, and having children and not being married, and, gossiping about people and backbiting and, fighting and, acting rude, ignorant, and nasty in the street and even in the church, sad to say. That's all about fitting in, ostracizing other people, marginalizing other people. So God basically has called his people to love and to a sound mind and to peace, you know, um, and to holiness. When I think about like in times past that, in fitting in, I never really fit in. Somehow or another, I still stood out as like a sore thumb. Basically, as God's people, it's like he has a remnant of people that basically forwarded his word, forwards his way of living, forward the life that is desirable and pleasing and delightful to God. And so some of us, God has just called to stand out. And so I just want to be reconciled with the whole ideal of just standing out and not ever fitting in. I'm 62 years old now, as you know. And I look at it and I'm like, no matter how much I would even want to, and I don't, but no matter how much I wanted to in the past and tried, I never really fit in. Because some of us, God didn't create to fit in. God would not allow to fit in because he has to have somebody to stand out and to stand up for what's right, to stand up for love, to stand up for dignity, to stand up for respect, to stand up for the love of God, to carry on his will and his way, and if that would be you, that's just tired of trying to fit in, it's a lonely road, but it's a better road because you know that, in standing out and standing up, you're accepted by who? By God and all the heavenly hosts and other believers that are also accepted that you're not going to stand, you're not going to fit in, that you may as well stand up because God has created you to stand out. Okay, this is basically all I have for you. I love you. And on this Friday, preparation for the Sabbath, as we're getting ready for, our virtual meetings, and some people are even, having church in the building, that we remember to let go of some things that's been weighing us down, some things that has not been useful for us, profitable for us, okay, and has basically had its foot on our success, okay, and just maybe this whole I think deal of wanting to fit in could have been one of them. I know for me it has been, but I'm not a child anymore. When I was a kid, it was a whole lot harder, to deal with that I'm not fitting in. Hey, I'm okay with it now. I don't need to fit in. I fit in with God, and that's enough. I fit in with His people, and that's enough. And it's a wonderful thing to be able to surround myself with people that love God and people that love me, that pray for me instead of talk about me, instead of backbiting, about me, instead of throwing me under the bus behind my back, loving me in my face and throwing me under the bus behind my back. Okay. I don't have to deal with that. So I love God. I thank you that, I thank God that He's had an alternative for the life that I was trying to fit in with other people that I would never be able to fit in with because I wasn't created that way. I'm not made from that kind of stuff that's two-faced, you know, um, hateful, mean, evil, nasty. I'm not made from that kind of stuff. I love you. This is all I have for you. See you in the next YouTube. To all my visitors and my 101 subscribers, I love you. Please take a moment if you haven't already to subscribe. Just touch on the word subscribe. The bell will come up when it does. Then you hit the bell, then all will come up. You see the word all, hit all. And that way, every time I do a new upload, you'll receive a notification. I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next YouTube. And happy Sabbath. And when the sun set, it will be the dark side of the Sabbath where it begins basically at sunset Friday and it will be over sunset on Saturday. So tomorrow when the sun rises, it'll be the daytime or the light side of the Sabbath. When the sun sets tonight, it'll be the dark side. I love you. Look for that information in Exodus, the 20th chapter, verses 8 to 11, Deuteronomy is the 5th chapter, and Hebrews, the 4th chapter. I love you. See you in the next YouTube. Oh, and remember, as you share everywhere with everyone, all social media platform. Encourage subscription as you share, and remember to subscribe yourself. I love you. Bye-bye.